Well, thank you for the Oscar. I would like to thank them. Sorry, wrong script. It's more scary being here than taking off that mountain. How many of you here think it's crazy for a blind pilot to be a blind pilot? Well, every person I told this dream to said it was even crazy to think about it. It took me 7 years just to find an instructor who would believe in me, who would say, why not? I was 19 when I woke up blind one day, completely blind. I lost my sight to glaucoma. And when I woke up that morning, I was the only blind person I knew. So I thought, well, let's do what the blind do and learn about their lives. So I checked into a rehab. And they told me there that I can spend the rest of my life making chalk or cane furniture, or at best, become a telephone operator. They stripped me of my dignity. My rehab lasted exactly 1 hour. The best rehab sometimes is the one you don't have. 18 years later, I've had a successful career in computers. I've climbed mountains. I've got my degree in cognitive neuroscience and psychology. And of course, become the first blind pilot. Well, you guessed it. I never made a chair in my life. Well, raise your hands. Raise your hands if you know somebody with a disability. Really? Raising hands? Blind? Come on, gotcha. Well, but think about it. Why is it that you don't know anybody with a disability? I'm guessing not too many, right? I'm guessing not too many of you here know somebody with a disability. That's because you never went to school with them. You don't see them in workplaces. You don't see them in cinema houses, restaurants, public places. We are 200 million of us, and yet we're invisible. That's because there is shame and stigma associated with disability, as a result of which a majority of us are never even introduced to this world. And a majority of the other half are trapped indoors because of lack of access in infrastructure. Despite having an impeccable resume, I still get denied jobs. I don't have access to education, travel, leisure. And all these social barriers that we face largely stem from lack of contact. And the best I know of how to engage these two communities is through contact. Think back to your childhood. When we played together as friends, we never really saw any difference between race, religion, caste. We just played together. We played together as friends and we celebrated our differences. And play is a powerful tool to not just establish contact, but to build empathy and understanding. So in 2014, we set up Adventures Beyond Barriers Foundation, a not-for-profit with the aim to promote adventure sports for persons with disability and able-bodied people together. The goal is simple. We get these two communities to mix together, come together as equals, to do things the society has said are impossible, to challenge these same limits, and to understand each other. We do all kinds of things. We do marathons, we climb mountains, we go diving, we go cycling, we go flying. We go up a mountain as strangers, but come down as thick friends. So there are so many stories. I don't know where to start. There are hundreds of stories of transformation and change that we've witnessed in the past 2 years. I'm going to give you just a few. Here's a prominent builder from Pune who came and ran alongside a blind runner in a marathon. And what he learned that day about accessibility, he never knew. He learned so much. He promised that day that every single building he will build from now on would be made 100% accessible. He didn't have to wait for government regulations or somebody to tell him. Or take the story of Ashok, a poor farmer's boy who was pushed off a train and lost his leg. Amputated, lying on that hospital bed, he wanted to kill himself. I said, "You want to die? I don't have a problem with dying. There are better ways of dying. Let's go climb a mountain." And recently, he was 300 meters short of summiting Mount Everest. Or take this prominent HR lady who came from a very, very big organization and went for a trek with us to Everest Base Camp. And what she learned about our abilities on that trek just blew her mind. She comes back to her organization, starts a diversity initiative, and today has employed hundreds of persons with disability, empowering them for the rest of their lives. Well, as for me, I'm the resident guinea pig at Adventures Beyond Barriers. So I get to try out everything first. And also to ensure higher safety standards are met. So here's a recent adventure I went on. I cycled from Manali to Khardung, the highest motorable road in the world. And here's a glimpse into our adventure. Take a look. Incredible. Play creates opportunities for equal spaces, for equal access. It enables us to imagine possibilities and do the seemingly impossible. You can discover more about a person in an hour's play than a year's conversation. So here's what I want you to do. Come join us. Come play with us. Experience the thrill of outdoor sports. Ride with us, climb with us, dive, fly. I promise you, you'll go back with a changed perspective on your life. The invitation to all of you is simple. Just come, play. Thank you.